Hey, welcome to Bible study this week, guys. We are talking about two different kinds of wisdom this week in James chapter 3, verse 13 through 18. A couple of weeks ago, I was actually talking to one of the guys about doing a mountain climbing trip. I love mountain climbing. It's a lot of fun. As I was thinking through this passage this week, I was thinking back to when I first went climbing. And I went out, was totally unprepared for the weather and all that stuff. It got so cold, it was snowing, and all I had packed was like shorts and t-shirts. And so we're climbing this mountain, like wearing socks on our hands, trying to keep our hands warm, and just we weren't prepared for the elements. We didn't have that wisdom. We just wanted to really make it to the top and say, hey, we went out and we summited and we climbed this mountain, and it was sick. James 3:13 through 18 actually talks about how to discern between being someone who has wisdom that is godly versus someone who has wisdom that is earthly and unspiritual. So I'm going to read the passage this week because it's a shorter one. In verse 13, James chapter 3, verse 13, it says, "Who is wise and understanding among you? Let them show it by their good life, by deeds done in the humility that comes from wisdom. But if you harbor bitter envy and selfish ambition in your hearts, do not boast about it or deny the truth. Such wisdom does not come down from heaven, but is earthly, unspiritual, and demonic. For where you have envy and selfish ambition, there you will find disorder and every evil practice. But the wisdom that comes from heaven is first of all pure, then peace-loving, considerate, submissive, full of mercy and good fruit, impartial, and sincere. Peacemakers who sow in peace reap a harvest of righteousness." So there's two types of wisdom that we're talking about, right? Earthly, unspiritual, demonic wisdom, and godly or heavenly wisdom. So earthly, unspiritual, demonic wisdom, it's always about self. It's about self-preservation. It's about envy. It's about selfish ambition, like we're going to make it to the top of the mountain and we're going to do whatever it takes to get there. There's always disorder. There's always all kinds of different things that are evil that kind of creep in because, like, we'll lie, we'll cheat just to get ahead because it's selfish. It's focused on you and it's on your own self-preservation. On the other hand, godly or heavenly wisdom is focused on serving others and being at peace with others in the way that we relate to other people. So it's pure, it loves peace, it considers others, it's submissive to others, it's merciful, it's impartial, and it's very, very sincere. So the two kinds of wisdom, you have earthly wisdom and then you have godly or heavenly wisdom. So how does this apply to your life, right? Let's say you're looking for a mentor, you're looking for some good friends, or you're even looking for maybe a boyfriend or a girlfriend. Well, someone who is wise and understanding, has godly wisdom, is not somebody who just knows God, but it's somebody who actually applies what they know about God to their life and how they live their life. So wisdom is not measured by how much we know, but it's measured by how much we apply or actually live out. So we want to assess a person by their actions, by their character, versus just what they know. So are they pure in the way that they talk? Do they make peace with others, or are they always fighting to be right or boasting about how awesome they are? Are they humble about the good things that they do? Are they considerate of others? Right? So those are the things that you find with someone who has godly or heavenly wisdom. Now you may say, look, Johnny, that's great and all, but that's really difficult to find someone who lives that way, someone who has that kind of wisdom. How am I supposed to find a mentor like that? Or how am I supposed to find friends or even a boyfriend or a girlfriend like that? Well, you're right. It is hard to find that. I mean, that's why the passage is asking, who is wise and understanding among you, right? So, who is actually applying God's word to their life and living it out? That's the question. And this is my challenge to you. Be that person. Be that person. Be the person who is applying God's word to your life and live it out. Show your godliness by your good deeds, by living it out. It says at the end of this passage that peacemakers plant peace in the ground, right? Or in your life, and it produces righteousness, goodness, holiness. So if you want to be that person, live it out, put it into action. Pursue the wisdom that God has for you. Pursue serving others, loving others, being at peace with others. That's the challenge, okay? Be that person. And also, if you need a mentor, someone who can pour into you and help you and guide you along in this, here at JSAW, our staff is willing to serve and be a part of that if you'd like. So just let us know. I will see you guys next week. Thanks for joining us.